Hi guys, it's Alyssa, and today I'm going to be doing my plein air sketchbook. Now this sketchbook is not all the way filled. I would say that it's about 2/3 filled for two reasons. One, I don't draw in a lot of sketchbooks and I ended up moving on to a different sketchbook. Two, this was a specific sketchbook for a specific class and the teacher asked me to do only drawings for that class, and so when the class ended I just abandoned it. So those are my reasons as to why that this will not have a lot of drawings in it, but it does have a good decent amount. And the cover of this is pretty shitty, I will say. It's like this because I never had a palette for the longest time, and I still use I have a palette now, but it's not very good. And so I end up just using a bunch of like random surfaces of a lot of my notebooks and sketchbooks to use them as palettes instead. So here's my plein air class. If you don't know, plein air means outdoors. Here's more watercolor. But yeah, I always leave the first page blank of a sketchbook just because I think it looks clean. In this case, this transferred onto it and that kind of got ruined. And this is graphite. As you can see it right here, it transferred really badly, but this is the first drawing of like cars, and it's not smudged and all, but here's cars in the parking lot that we were drawing from, and a tree. The tree is actually pretty good as in line direction, but here's another one. This was the top of a building that I thought looked very like, I don't know, Mexican styled, and I thought it was really cool. This tree is also decent. And here was a quick line drawing of a girl who was drawing. This one, I don't know if you can tell, but it's a hanging from one palm tree. And these were shoe studies. This is my friend Audrey. More shoe studies on my Converse that I just threw, and some little sad bushes at my school. So here is when we started getting into markers. We only used gray markers because of scaling. So here's some of them. This is a house that I saw over the fence at my school, and this is sideways, but it's also very like abstract kind of drawing of some trees and a bush. This was homework because each homework we had to do one drawing. We had to fill up one page, and this is my fill up. I ended up using Prismacolor color pencils, but because I didn't have that great of a selection of colors, it ends up being really vibrant, which is, if you've seen any of my other videos and my other artwork, you know it's very not my style, but the line work is very my style. So here is some master copies that we did in class. We were told to do like 5-minute master copies up on the board. I don't know if they're 5-minute or 1-minute, but they're very, very quick. So here's some master copies. If you want to know who they're by, it shows the date and the title of it, and then the artist right here. So this is Ivan Shishkin, something like that. So here's some really good ones. This one's sideways, but yeah. Here's some more really quick ones. They're all really good, and they're all from the same guy, I guess. These are some of my self ones. This is more building, more plants. This is a really bad acrylic painting from in front of my house that I really don't like, but the next page got stuck. But here's some more really crappy paintings. This class ended up getting really boring fast because we only had a limited amount of landscape and we couldn't do too much. We couldn't use a photo reference from our phone. But here's one when we went to a garden and they had a little garden outhouse, so it was really beautiful. Here's some really, really quick drawings that I did to get homework credit. They took in total 5 minutes, so probably about like a minute each. A playground, some more scenery. This is when it starts getting like a little bit better. I started putting in a little bit more effort into my homework, and so this is my homework. These are some houses from around my neighborhood, and I use just plain gel pen with this. It's nothing special, like a pen that I use for school and everything. Here's some more. A little tiny citrus tree outside of my house, roses, palm trees, and some herbs that I was propagating. This is a mini sketch of a project that I was going to do. This is probably one of my favorite of all of them. This right here, just because I love the clouds and I love the directional lines here, so yeah, I really like that one. This one again is very good. This one was at another like Mexican styled houses, and in Southern California there's a lot of these style houses, so you'll see that a lot within my drawings. Some more really crappy ones. This is a chair and a fire barbecue outside. This is a trash can and some plants. This is house that I found online. I cheated and used a picture, but whatever. Some more photos, very little. This one again was one that I found online, and I actually did this in my APR history class because it was the block right before and I didn't do my homework. Another photo one, even though it looks like I actually went to a playground and did it. This one, he was going around for homework and I made the vaguest, it wasn't from a photo, it wasn't from life, it was from my head, and I have aphantasia, or at least somewhat of aphantasia, so it's really hard for me to make good art in my head, and so I just scribbled down some like familiar stuff, and I barely got credit for it, and we both laughed because we knew that I just did it, but he gave me credit anyways because the teacher was nice. This is actually a playground from life, and this is like a little placebo? No, not placebo. Gazebo. I can't remember for the life of me, I'm sorry. And this is the last one, which is so unfinished, but yeah, all the rest of it is just completely blank. And I probably will never finish this sketchbook, so fun fact in my life, I've never actually finished a sketchbook, but I hope you enjoyed seeing my really crappy plein air sketchbook, and if you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below, and check out more of my other videos for similar content. Peace out.